Dear learner, on the MOOCs of platform, dear learner on the platform of MOOCs, dear learner on the platform of MOOCs, I am Professor Nafis Ahmed Ansari from Department of Political Science of Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. Today we are going to discuss about the status of civil servants in France. When we try to trace the historical perspective, we find that the story of French civil servants' status and role in society is a long, winding road display to introvert with the nation's turbulent history. Dear learner, on the platform of MOOCs, I am Professor Nafis Ahmed Ansari from Department of Political Science of Aligarh Muslim University. Today we are going to discuss about the status of civil servants in France. When we trace the history, we find the story of French civil servants' status and role in society is a long, winding road deeply intertwined with the nation's turbulent history. Understanding the historical arc of French civil servants reveals a fascinating entanglement of national identity, political currents, and social evolution. In the pre revolutionary area, there were instruments of royal power, wielding authority dictated by the French monarch. Then the French Revolution unheard in a dramatic transformations, casting them a neutral agents serving the public goods. This shift emphasized meritocratic recruitment, dedicated career paths, and a commitment to the state's continuity. Napoleon solidified this concept through the Écoles d'administration, modeling future civil servants into pillars of centralized administration. French civil service flourished through 19th and 20th century, garnering prestige and expanding its reach. Meritocracy attracted talent individuals who implemented policies and maintained governmental stability. This period cemented a hierarchical structure with distinct corps, career tracks, reinforcing the image of an elite, stable bureaucracy. However, the post war era brought challenges, economic hardships, and social changes exposed perceived rigidities and inefficiencies, sparking reform attempts that often met internal resistance. Debates arose regarding the balance between neutrality and responsiveness to the political shifts, highlighting the evolving expectations placed on the civil service. The late 20th and 21st century witnesses further evolutions. Decentralization shifted power to the local authorities, impacting the roles of civil servants at those levels. European integrations added a new dimension, demanding adaptation and international collaborations. Diversity and equal access to the civil services also emerged as priorities. Today, the French civil service remains a substantial force, employing millions and delivering critical public service. While its prestige and influence might have receded from its historical peak, it continues to adapt to contemporary challenges. Debate about efficiency, diversity, and responsiveness to societal needs remain constant, reflecting the dynamic relationship between the state bureaucracy and the evolving French society. French Civil Services, a guide to meritocratic recruitment. The French Civil Services functions oblique is a pillar of stability and efficiency within the nation's governance structure. Its unique recruitment process, underpinned by meritocratic principles, serves as a gateway for individuals seeking to contribute to this vital institution. Understanding this multifaceted system is essential for navigating its intricacies and pursuing a fullness career within its ranks. Navigating the categorical hierarchy, the system is meticulously structured into three distinct categories. Number one, category A, representing the pinnacle of leadership. Category A encompasses senior officials. SSS here often hinges upon the admission to prestigious institutions like the Ecole Nationale d'Administration (ENA). These coveted spots are obtained through rigorous entrance examinations, creating highly competitive pathway. Category B, comprising many mid-level positions. Category B demands competence demonstrated through written and oral assessments tailored to the specific functions. While academic qualifications hold significant weight, some roles prioritize professional experience, offering alternative avenues for skilled individuals. Category C, providing the essential administrative and technical support foundation. Category C prioritizes practical skills and certifications. Vocational training or specialized diploma often provide entry points, with formal examinations playing a less prominent role. Beyond categorization, unveiling additional layers. Beyond these broad categories, further complexities enrich the recruitment landscape. In that, number one, we find it is internal versus external competitions. Opportunities exist for newcomers and experienced civil servants seeking career advancement. Internal competitions foster mobility and expertise by enabling movement within or across categories. Next is specialized pathways. Each functional domain, from finance to diplomacy, may possess its own dedicated grand ecole with a distinctive selection procedure. This institution serves as training grounds and gateway to specialized careers within category A and B. Next is alternative routes. While competitive examination remain the mainstay, alternative pathway exist. Apprenticeship programs create entry points to category C, while specific categories like firefighters have unique recruitment processes aligned with their needs. The last is decentralization. The national framework provides the overreaching guidelines, but the specifies unfold through individual ministries or local authorities managing recruitment for their areas. This necessitates targeted research for specific positions, charting a course towards merit based recruitment. A system boasts strengths and acknowledges challenges, while the emphasis on merit and equal access creates a level playing field. Concerns linger about potential elitism associated with the grants equals and attracting diverse talent. To address this, reforms are underway. The first reform that we find is the diversity initiative. Programs like Parcours Avenir aim to broaden the talent pool by offering alternative entry paths, particularly for underrepresented groups. This seeks to ensure a public service reflecting French society's diversity. Modernized assessments, moving beyond traditional written test competency based assessments and simultaneous are being explored to evaluate practical skills and problem solving abilities for more effectively. Streamlined procedures. Efforts are underway to simplify and shorten recruitment processes, enhancing efficiency and accessibility for potential candidates. Embracing the challenge. A rewarding path waits. While the intricate nature of system may initially seem daunting, meticulous preparations and a clear understanding of various pathways can lead to a fulfilling career serving the public good. Aspiring applicants should, number one, target a specific category and level. Through the research is crucial for comprehend the requirements and examination associated with the desired categories and levels. Prepare rigorously. Each pathway has its unique demands. Dedicating time and effort to exam preparation practicing relevant skill, and familiarizing of oneself with the evaluation criteria is paramount for success. Explore specialized recruitments for specific functions or grant equals. Delve deeper into their unique entry processes and prerequisites. The French civil service recruitment process can be successfully navigated through dedication, preservation, and strategic preparation. Stepping into this system represents more than a just job. It signifies a commitment to contribute to the esteemed public service that underpins French society. Pillars of state, roles and responsibilities of French civil service. French civil service, known as functionaries, are the backbone of the nation's public administration, defined by their loyalty to the state and commitment to serve the public interest. They play a crucial role in ensuring the smooth functioning of the government institutions and delivering essential services to citizens. Their responsibilities are as diverse as a country's, ranging from managing everyday affairs to shaping national policies. Understanding the roles and the status of French civil servants requires delving into the historical context, legal framework, and contemporary challenges shaping their duties. Functions, foundations of and framework. Foundations and framework. French civil service boasts a rich history shaped by the revolutionary ideals and a deep seated belief in meritocratic selections. The 1789 Declaration of the Rights of Man and the Citizen enshrined public service as a civic duty, laying the groundwork for a professional and impartial bureaucracy. Today, the Statut de la Fonction Publique, General Statute of Civil Service, serves as the cornerstone legal framework outlining civil servants' rights, obligations, and career paths. Structure and categories. French civil service encompasses three main categories: titular agents, permanent employees with the highest level of job security recruited through competitive examinations; contractual agents, employed under private law contracts offering a more flexibility but less job security; workers in public establishments, employed by the public hospitals, universities, and other organizations with specific statutes. Further distinctions exist within these categories, separating administrative and technical functions, as well as a specialized grand corps like the diplomatic corps or the council of state, known for their rigorous recruitment and elite status. Core responsibilities. Regardless of categories and specialization, all French civil servants shares a commitment to upholding certain core principles. That is, number one, neutrality. They must remain impartial in their work, irrespective of their political beliefs. Number two, continuity of service. Public service must be continue uninterrupted even during political transitions. Number three, public service ethics. Upholding ethical standards and avoiding conflicts of interest is paramount. Their specific roles vary widely, encompassing direct service delivery from teachers and the healthcare professionals to social workers and the police officers. They provide essential services to citizens across various sections. Policy implementation. They translate government policies into concrete actions, ensuring effective execution. Administrative duties, managing budgets, personnel, and resources from the backbone of efficient public administration. Expert advice, offering specialized knowledge and analysis to inform policy decisions. Status and challenges of civil services. French civil servants enjoy several benefits, including job security, comprehensive social security, and attractive pension schemes. However, they also face challenges: bureaucracy and inefficiency, perceptions of slowness and inflexibility persist, prompting efforts to modernize public services. Erosion of job security. reforms have introduced more contractual positions, raising concerns about the reduced protections, attracting and retaining talent. Competitions from the private sector requires constant efforts to maintain motivated and qualified workforce. Now look, let us having a looking ahead. The role of French civil servants remains crucial in today's complex world. Balancing traditions with adaptations, they must navigate ever-evolving public needs and expectations. From embracing digitalization of fostering diversity and inclusion, continuous reform and innovations are essential to ensure that the French civil service continues to serve the nation effectively. Navigating the French civil service, balancing privileges and benefits. The French civil service, encompassing over 5 million functionaries, presents a singular career path with the European landscape, often shrouded in a veil of perceived benefits and privileges. Dissecting this complex system beyond a simplistic analysis is crucial. By examining the intricate interplay of advantages, responsibilities, and social perspectives, we gain a deeper understanding of these essential segments of French society. Stability and security. Unlike the private sector inherent volatility, the civil servant offers unparalleled job security. Upon passing rigorous competitive exams and achieving tenure, dismissal becomes exceedingly difficult. This fosters a sense of a long-term career stability, particularly during an era of economic uncertainty. Moreover, internal mobility options mitigate potential layoffs, further solidify employment security. Compensation and benefit framework. While salaries might not always rival high earning private sector positions, civil servants receive their fair compensation with a regular raises based on the seniority and performance. True strength lies in the comprehensive benefits package, including robust health care. Civil servants enjoy access the esteemed French public health care system, minimizing out of pocket expenses for essential medical care. Generous pension system, widely regarded as one of Europe's best. The civil services pension scheme guarantees a reliable retirement income, even offering early retirement option in specific circumstances. Leave management, ample vacations allowances, generous sick leave, and comprehensive parental leave entitlement contribute to a healthy work life balance. Additional benefit depending on the specific ministry or agency. Further benefits include subsidized housing, child care assistance, and transportation subsidies, privileges, and distinctions. Beyond the aforementioned advantage, certain privileges set civil servants apart. Number one is unionization and strike rights. A strong union representation empowers them to voice concerns and influence working conditions, including the unique rights to strike, a powerful tool of collective actions. Civic and political engagement. Unlike some countries, French civil servants can engage in a limited way with political activities under specific conditions. They can even hold selected office, fostering their civic engagement. Internal mobility. The vast structure of civil services presents various opportunities for internal mobility, allowing for career progressions and explorations of diverse fields. Now, since the public's perception, it's essential to acknowledge that the perception of benefits and privileges varies within the civil services itself. While some embraces its stability and security, other might find the bureaucratic structure and regulations restrictive. Public opinion also often takes on a divisive tone, with some viewing civil servant as a privilege and other recognizes their vital role in public service delivery. The French civil service represents unique professional pathway balancing security, fair comprehension, compensation, and robust social protections with corresponding responsibilities and ethical expectations. Understanding this intricate system fosters a more nuanced appreciation of its contribution and challenges and social understanding. Security versus stagnation. One of the defining features of the French civil services is its renowned job security. Tenure offers peace of mind, while generous pension plans and complex dismissal procedures are formidable shields. While the fosters stability, detractors argue it breeds a status quo mentality, resistance to innovations and efficiency. Bureaucratic red tape, glacial process, and aversional to risk are often painted as a consequences of the entrenched system. Critics lament the stifled creativity and sluggish response times, highlighting the need to balance security and agility. Meritocracy or mirage, that is unrevealing the entrance exam debate. Rigorous entrance exams, grandest école of high-level civil services position aims to ensure meritocracy is in selection. However, the system faces accusations of perpetuating privilege. Critics all argue that the exam favors students from wealthy backgrounds with access of specialized coaching and cultural capital, creating an even playing field. This raises the concerns among social mobility and equal access to top positions where decisions imparting millions are made. Finding an effective balance between ensuring competence and fostering inclusivity remains a crucial challenge. Beyond job security, a simmering discount wages. While job security offers peace of mind, salaries and many civil servants, particularly at the lower levels, are considered modest compared to the private sector. This, coupled with the high living cost in the major cities like Paris, creates a potent mix of financial strain and dissatisfaction. This discontent has fueled a union protest and strikes, impacting public service and highlighting the need for adjustments. The government, caught between the fiscal pressures and employee demands, faces a delicate balance act to ensure fair compensation without derailing public finance. Modernization marches on the adapting to the digital age. The winds change blow through the world, and the French civil service cannot remain immune. Adapting to the demand of a modern digitalized world is critical, yet the traditional structure faces hurdles. Critics point to rigid hierarchies, slow decision making process, and the outdated IT infrastructure as a road significant roadblocks to efficiency and responsiveness. Modernization efforts are underway with initiatives like digital platforms and streamlined procedures being implemented. However, progress still needs to be improved, hindered by the entrenched practices and resistance to change. Navigating the complex terrain requires a delicate dance between preserving institutional memory and embracing necessary transformation. Building trust through transparency and accountability. Public trust is the bedrock of an effective administration. However, perceptions of a closed system and lack of transparency can create a gulf between the citizens and civil services. Critics point to complex procedures, opaque decision making, and limited avenues for the citizens' feedback as a contributing factors. Efforts to promote transparency, such as online access to the public informations and citizen participation mechanism, are being made. Yet, building trust requires sustained commitment and a culture shift, moving from a perceived block box to an open and accountable system. National identity versus diverse tapestry, reconciling unity and inclusion. French civil service embodied with a solid national identity and unity, promoting a cohesive national narrative. However, critics argue that this uniformity can come to the expense of recognizing and integrating the diverse culture and ethnic backgrounds present in French society. The question arises, how can the civil service maintain its unifying role with embracing the richness of the diversity? Efforts are being made to promote inclusivity within the ranks with initiatives like targeted recruitment, cultural sensitivity training. Finding the right balance between national coherence and inclusivity remains a complex issues that requires ongoing explorations and dialogue. Case study: effective efficiency and effectiveness. A yellow vest protest 2018 and 19. This social movement, while not solely focused on the civil service, exposed public anxieties concerned alleged bureaucratic inefficiency and perceived disconnect between the citizens and administrations, questioning government effectiveness and responsiveness. The SNCF Reform 2018 proposed reform to National Railway Company sparked public scrutiny and criticism of the government's handling, raising concerns about bureaucratic fairness and efficiency. Impartiality and corruption. A Caucasus Affairs 2013, a budget minister's resignation due to the undeclared foreign bank account significantly eroded public trust in the integrity and honesty of the government officials. The Betancourt Affair 2007 to 2014. This tax evasion and scandal involving a permanent hires and alleged links to the politician cast doubt on the potential favoritism and undue influence within the civil services. Transparency and communication. The Notre Dame Fire 2019. Communication failures and perceived lack of transparency during the iconic cathedral fire damaged public trust in official competence and openness. The COVID 19 pandemic 2020 present. The government response to the pandemic faced information sharing and clearing messaging challenges, impacting trust in its competence and transparency. Specific professions. Teachers studies reveals regional and social economic disparities in trust towards teachers. Media portrayals and ongoing education reforms debates influence public perception. Police. Recent incidents of police violence and allegations of bias have ignited discussions about the police community relations with the trust in law enforcement. Let us analyze all this debate, then we comes to the conclusion that the case study demonstrates the intricate interplay of the factor influencing public perception and trust. Concern regarding effectiveness, impartiality, transparency, and specific professions shapes the broader view of a civil services. However, it is crucial to avoid generations as trust varies depending on the particular context and individuals. Finally, when we conclude this lecture, we say that the status of civil servant in France remains a cornerstone of the nation's administrative framework, characterized by its stability, prestige, and comprehensive benefits. Rooted in a tradition dating back to the Napoleon's era, French civil servant enjoys robust job security, competitive salaries, and generous pension schemes, contributing to their high job satisfaction and loyalty. However, this status quo has yet to be immune to the modern challenges. Increasing demands for efficiency and accountability, coupled with economic pressure, have led to reforms aimed at streamlining the civil service, promoting meritocracy, and enhancing performance evaluation mechanism. Furthermore, shift in public expectations towards greater transparency and responsiveness necessitates ongoing adaptations with the civil services. Despite these evolving dynamics, the fundamental principles of French civil services endure, underpinned by the commitment to the professionalism, impartiality, and public service ethos. As French navigate the complexities of 21st century, the state of civil service remain a vital component of its governance framework, reflecting its rich historical legacy and aspirations for the future. Thank you.